Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video I got settings slash tips and advice on how to to become a better player in Rainbow Six Siege. And as you can see, I am only a bronze 2, but that is because I've literally was messing around with my mates in rank, so ignore it. Normally I'd be in gold 2 on my way up to plat 3. And I am a decent level for a level 90 player. I am decent. My KD on the actual Ubisoft club is 1.3, but on this it's 1.1. And that's in ranked matches, obviously. And let's get straight into the settings, as I do not want to waste any more time. So first setting is gameplay. Do not really need to talk about much about this. This is just all preference. You can have this on or whatever you want on, but I advise if you think this distracts you, definitely turn it off, because console runs on a 59 or 60 FPS on this game on an average anyways. Do not worry about that. Audio, I turn audio. If you have a good headset, once again, you do not need to worry about any of this, but as I do have a decent headset but not good enough to sound tour, which is where you just stand there and listen to sounds. I turn it on night mode because you can hear footsteps and like drone deployments and all quiet sounds louder, and big bangs like frag grenades and like breach charges and stuff like that are quieter. That's why I turn on night mode. Video, I turn VSync off because it can muck up your graphics on Terrorist Hunt, I think. And then brightness, I just left at default, but once again, brightness is your preference. Now, one thing I do strongly advise is definitely turn off vibration, as this can be a very disadvantage. Let me give you an example. So if someone's breaching in, you're the last, it's a 1v1 and someone breaches in, and he's coming around the corner, and your controller's just going brrr, brrr, just having a massive vibration spasm. So that can make your thumb move a little bit to the left, and you can miss your shot by like an inch, all because of vibration. So I highly recommend for you to turn vibration off, as it can give you a big advantage to other players that have it on, that vibration vibration distracts them. Next thing, vertical sensitivity. You do not need to have this high, as you only need to have it high enough so you can lock onto their head, either higher or lower, if they're higher or lower than you think that you are. But once again, vertical, horizontal, left stick dead zone and right stick dead zone will all play a part into your ADS. Even though they're all different things, it will play a part. So that is another thing to keep in mind. Next thing is horizontal. I highly recommend for you to play 75 or higher, just as anything lower will cause you to turn around too slow if you need to turn around quickly. That's just all from personal sorry, I can't speak right now. From personal preferences, as I have tried out like lower sensitivities like 70, 60, like I've even gone down to 40, and anything higher than 75 for me is just good. You can turn around quickly and have enough time to shoot them without missing any shots. Next thing, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what dead zone is. It literally is pretty self-explanatory. All it is you just it just means your left stick is just more sensitive. So if you have it all the way down on 5, and you move your left stick just the slightest, it will move it straight away to whatever direction you're telling your joystick to go in. But if you have it on a higher sensitivity, then you'll need to put a little bit more force onto it for it to do the direction that you're telling it to go in. But if you have something called analog drift, where dust gets in your analogs and you can't get it out, and you're not touching the controller and it's just the character's moving by itself, then I highly recommend for you to turn so if it's the right stick, to turn the right stick analog drift up until your character stops moving. That is another good tip if you have analog drift. Next thing is ADS. I highly recommend for your ADS to be low. Once again, horizontal, and all these 4 settings here, they all play a part in your ADS. So I have 20, but you do not need a high ADS on this game, as you're going to be you're not going to be aiming as much as you are as running around, such as like running around a corner and stuff like that. The only time you really need to be ADSing is if holding a peak, obviously shooting at someone, or you need to quickly go around a corner and aim whilst going around a corner. Gadget deployment, toggle is another good option, but I personally prefer hold. But drone deployment, so that you can use this to bait out enemies. So if you're on standard, you throw the drone down and you're already automatically in the drone. But if you use advanced, you can throw it down and you will not be automatically going in the drone. You have to press down on the D-pad to go into it, to go into the drone. That's good because if you throw the drone down, people will think you're on the drone, so they will do a run out and try and kill you. But you can use it to bait. So you throw it down, they jump out, and you're already there aiming in on their head, and you're gonna blast their head off. Yeah. So that's another good way. And controller layout, I put this on default. Didn't need to muck around with that. And one more thing before we end the video, there'll be an image up on the screen right now. It is an image of what I do. So we have something on PS4. We have something called button assignments, and I have changed R1 and circle, which is B and R bump and right bumper. If you're on Xbox around, so I can crouch and like spam crouch and stuff like that without taking my right thumb off of the joystick, which can be of huge advantage to other casual players that do not have that advanced, and they have to take their thumb off of the aim button. But if you play claw at the end of the day, it's all good. But that's it for today's video. As I said, ignore my ranked. I'm gonna try and get it up for the next video. And as you can see, I have 12 alpha packs and 55,000 renown. I'm saving up for a massive alpha pack opening. I'm probably going to get around 50 alpha packs in there, if not more. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications for in the future. And I'll have some more updates and news. And if you do want to see more tutorial videos, let me know in the comment section. That's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.